Welcome back to my little fireside chat. This week's episode was chock full of so many gruesome, gory deaths, so let's get right to all the chewy, murdery goodness.
Check out behind the scenes of episode 6, He is Risen Indeed.
So, starting to get really chucked up. I don't know if you schmucks can keep up with all the Clone Wars, so we'll take it nice and slow. There's Good Chucky, blech, whatever. There's Resurrected Hulk Chucky, absolute unit. And then there's Colonel Chucky. He's follicularly challenged. Got it? On with the kills. There's Hulk Chucky, risen from the dead after he was basically crucified. It's a nice standoff that looks like an epic fight is brewing, but you know what they say. Don't bring a knife to a poison fight. The old arsenic in the communion wafer. Classic, Colonel. R.I.P. Rest in poison, Hulk Chucky. Okay, next victim, come on down. Remember the Alamo. The only thing noteworthy in this kill is the Colonel's award-winning Marlon Brando impersonation. Bravo, Colonel. We come to one of my most preferred methods of murder. You'll recall what I did to Junior's mom last year. Do you think Good Chucky could possibly resist such an easy setup? What a bummer about Nadine. I was starting to fall for her. Okay, let's check the running kill count. We're up to 14 deaths so far, if we include the fly, which I sure do. Now let's talk about more stuff that includes me. You told me that Neanderthal was dead.
Up to now, the Chuckies have been loyal. What happened with these three is they got on each other's nerves. So I think it's unique, but it's also chaos.
Sometimes when we're playing with Chucky on set or it's between takes, his wig will be off. And we would just like see bald Chucky, and that in itself is this sort of arresting, weird, creepy, different image. It's like, oh, we gotta make use of that somehow. And so in the course of plotting out the season, Kim Garland suggested that we do Colonel Chucky. And then knowing that we could get Brad to do an imitation of Brando. Awesome.
Colonel Chucky is based on Apocalypse Now, Marlon Brando's performance. It's pretty evil.
What about Andy?
Let's save him for dessert. The most important thing to remember is we're all Chuckies and we're all
I worked on this for about 2.5 weeks, but every day for hours. You can't write Chucky without a sense of humor. Chucky's whole persona is that he loves his job. That was one of the reasons why I had trouble doing it, because it was very hard to bring Marlon Brando's Colonel into that kind of Chucky.
I'm sorry, but I'm falling apart. It's like Edward Scissorhands. Nika and Kyle have known about each other since Cult of Chucky. Nika asked Glenn and Glenda to contact this person who I've known of that I think it can help bust me out. It's the first time that Nika and Kyle actually meet.
Nice to finally meet you. I'm Kyle.
Nika. And I know that she has been in this with me. It's, a battle to not get murdered by Chucky.
Kyle is relieved to find another adult that knows Chucky's real. Andy, so far, is the only other adult that she's aware of that knows what's really going on, how legitimate the danger is. It's a problematic trust because of the possession of Nika. It's a dangerous alliance to maybe enter into. It's still better than nothing.
It was cool exploring the relationships between Glenda and Kyle and Nika because I was slowly realizing that none of us trust each other. All three of us are kind of working for ourselves, and none of us really know who to trust fully, but we're all in this really vulnerable position, eating breakfast and road tripping. So it's this really entertaining dynamic of, I have to be vulnerable with you, but like I won't. So it was really fun to play.
Well, I guess the symbolism of Jesus Andy is kind of a no-brainer. It's not something I initially set out to do. It's something we found as we were plotting the story, because we had to, of course, answer the question, what happened to Andy? Once we decided that we were going to do this time frame where Andy was missing for a year, so his hair has been growing, he's being unkempt. What would that look like? And then, you know, the thought of Alex with the Jesus hair and beard was just too irresistible.
When I read in the script that Andy was going to have long hair and a beard and be tortured for a long time, it sounded exciting and fun, and I was really looking forward to it. Then you sit in hair and makeup for 2 hours, and then you sit on a hot set with greasy, dirty hair on the back of your neck. It was difficult.
I think when we first saw him, we only saw you from the back, and we saw like the whole like hair, and like you were wearing this like jumpsuit. And who was this dude on set? Wait, who they let this?
Security thought the same thing and almost kicked me off set.
Really?
One of the days, yeah. Who's this dude just walking around?
Who's this? And we were like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Action, Nadine.
Your godmother is here to protect you now.
Like fairy godmother?
How was Nadine's death? I
think never really cared about her.
Yeah. Oh well, she's gone.
I mean, she was a cute little ginger, and who doesn't love a klepto? Sorry, kid.
Nadine's death has a different flavor. It's really quite tragic. And we've built up this relationship with Nadine and the kid characters, and we call the three amigos, but also her relationship with Good Chucky. She's very maternal with him, and she refers to herself as his godmother. So then when Good Chucky glitches and kills her, it's such a betrayal.
I feel like Nadine is such a lovable character that she was just too good to live for very long. She's too innocent for this franchise.
Only those corrupt three amigos can.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, action.
Lexi has finally broken down her wall. She has finally let somebody in because she felt like she really understood her. And now she's gone too. It's so twisted.
Well, I got to scream a lot, which was it's very nice. Got to release some inner demons or whatever. Also, the statue in which I lay upon was very comfortable. Surprisingly so.
Oh, we had that statue made to specifications when we got your measurements first, and then
that's very nice.
Because we wanted to ensure your absolute comfort in death.
That's lovely.